Hello everyone, Jessica back with another great seated yoga flow. Today it is a slow, patient yoga practice designed with gentle poses to help us release and lengthen tension and stress from the entire body. You will need your chair. Our practice is completely seated today, and you can bring in any yoga equipment that you happen to have handy, straps, blocks, or anything else that might help you improve the enjoyment of today's practice. Go ahead and get everything set up, and we're going to get started right now. Beautiful job. Here we're going to go ahead and start. Let yourself rest to the back of your chair, feeling supported, but at the same time also working yourself up just into a little bit of tall posture. Shoulders drop from the ears, feet connect to the floor, hands to the lap. Bow the head softly here. And take a few breaths here. Do not change the breath. No need to increase depth or speed of breath. Just notice the breath, connect with it here. As you breathe here at your own relaxed pace, go ahead and connect with the mind. What are your thoughts today? What is the state of those thoughts? As we move forward through today's practice, we will be furthering the connection with the breath and the mind. So if it is a little bit less than ideal at the beginning of our practice, that is okay. We have a wonderful chair flow here to help us improve how we feel. Take a nice breath in, rise up off the back of your chair, but keep that tailbone tucked there. Drop those arms down into a seated mountain pose. Adjust the feet if needed. Inhale, arms come up overhead, reaching out towards the sides of the room. As you lift, hands come together. Core muscles pull up and in. And then exhale, lean it forward into a forward fold, but hands will start here on the lap. Or if you have a block, you can go ahead and connect down to their spine and low back. Might not be quite ready to get all the way to the floor yet. That's okay. Inhale, lift it up, halfway fold. Forearms will go to the thighs, shoulders will pull all the way back as you stretch the crown of the head forward. Maintain a tailbone tuck here. Lighten the hips. Tuck the tailbone further, arch and round that spine to bring it back to a nice stacking. Arms again, come back down to the side. Inhale, reach for the room. Lift it up overhead. Hands work together. Maybe they touch, maybe it's fingertips. That's all okay. Exhale, forward fold, maybe a little bit deeper this time. Don't rush it if the body's not ready. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders slide back, lengthen the neck. We'll add on a little bit here. We'll go ahead and turn the gaze to look over to the right. Stretch that left arm into an airplane arm, if that's comfortable for you. Back to the center, look out over the left. Option to extend the right arm. Bring it back in, tailbone tuck, and roll yourself back to the top. 3 shoulder rolls backwards here. Today's flow is all about getting the mind, body, and breath working together, feeling good in your body. So if something here in today's practice is not a good fit for you to find that good placement, mind, body, or breath, go ahead and modify that pose or substitute in something else that is a better fit for you. Let's pick up our pace of practice a little bit here. Drop those hands on down. Inhale, take them up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Flatten the spine, bring it on up, halfway fold here. Look over the right, stretch that left arm back. Through the center, look to the left, right arm back. Back to the center, tailbone tuck, roll it on up. 3 shoulder rolls here. Take them back, great job. Hold those hands here to the lap on that third one. Shoulders are gonna open back. Be really cautious not to push the belly button forward. Keep it tucked and pulled in. Heart will dive forward. Round it on up, waving through the spine. Slow stacking of those vertebrae as you come back up. Look over the right. To the center, dive it forward. Roll it on up. Look to the left. Back to the center, roll it forward. Arch through the spine, pick it up here slowly. Drop those shoulders down and back. Look over the right. Right into the left side. Beautiful job here. Back to the center, drop those arms. Feel what's happening through the pelvis and the tailbone here. Make sure that that low back stays happy. Arms drop to the sides. Inhale, take it up overhead. Arms and hands hopefully working a little bit closer together. Exhale, cactus arms here. Press the back of the arm, the elbow and the hands back. Lift the heart. Inhale, take them back up. 2 more times just like that. Reach it up. 1 more time here. Hold, look to the right, look to the left. Neck rolls here as you slowly drop those arms. Beautiful job. Nice and easy. Find movement through this neck. Back to the center, find movement through the shoulders, up and back 3 times. At that third one, hold those hands here to the lap. Roll the heart forward and arch as you lift. 2 more times there. Feel those core muscles waking up. Joining in today's practice, work with your breath. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you roll forward. Bring it on up. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms here. Turn to look to the right. Inhale to the center, exhale down, turn to look to the left. 1 more time here, bring them up, look to the right, neck roll, look to the left, arms come up overhead, exhale, twist to the right. It's okay if I caught you off guard with that one, that was a little sneaky. Drop that left shoulder and tilt the right ear towards the right shoulder here, so you're lengthening almost from the base of the ear and the jaw down to this left shoulder. Step that left leg out. Knee stays over the ankle. Hips are not quite warm yet, so be very gentle. Reach this right arm on up. Left arm will stay here to right thigh. Take a nice bend here as you are leaning this right arm over to the left side. Left arm is pulling the chest and the rib cage through to the right. So big opposing directions here. Left leg is here to help you stabilize. A little bit of a light hip stretch in there. Inhale, bring it forward, open those arms. So leave them overhead. Well, take them overhead, leave that left leg out. Exhale, forward fold here. Heavy, heavy, heavy. You might feel a little bit more of a stretch on this left side body here, depending on how tight that is. If it's too intense, ease out of it just a little bit, back off of the pose. Inhale, slowly roll it on up. Great job there. Step that leg in. Drop those hands. Inhale, take them up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms here. Take them down. Heart is stretching forward. Let's go ahead right away. Ease it forward. Roll it back up. Open those arms back out. Good, little bit bigger. Wave through the spine. If it's too much, leave the hands again to the thighs. Roll it on up. Arms come up overhead. Good deep breath in. Exhale, cactus arms here. Good, tailbone tuck. Inhale, stretch them up. Let's twist to the left. Right arm will catch left thigh. Left arm relaxes. Once you've got yourself into a good posture here, left ear will tilt towards that shoulder. Think about getting this right shoulder down and back, stretching all the way down. Big, beautiful neck and shoulder opener here. Bring it back up and step this right leg out to the side now. How far is totally up to you and what feels good in your body. Left arm will reach over to that right side. Right arm pulls us through to the left. So rotating that torso. Good grounding through this right leg. Beautiful job here. Inhale, take it up. Open those arms. Inhale, they come overhead. Leave the right leg out as we exhale. Forward fold. Let yourself sink heavy, as much or as little as needed, finding a nice stretch here through the hip, continuing to open through the spine. Tucking from the tailbone, restack through the spine here as you slowly roll it on up and in. Step that right leg in. If you are working with a block, you can just leave it there to the center. Hands will go here. Wrist rolls each direction. Head rolls. Bring those hands here into prayer at the heart. Again, check in with the pelvis and tailbone. Make sure that you're not pushing really far forward. You are equally stacked from the crown of the head down through the neck, through the spine, and through the hips. So chest isn't pushing forward, low back isn't pushing forward. Take a beautiful breath in here. Drop the shoulders. Lift the head tall, pinky fingers roll, opening the backs of the hands together. Exhale, reach them out. Arch your spine towards the back of the chair. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist to the right. Great job there. Inhale, take it back to the center. 5-pointed star. Send those legs out, open those arms here. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. You're using some of those middle back muscles. Inhale, up overhead. Exhale, wide-legged fold here. Plant those feet into the floor. Let your body come down, finding the block if needed. If the hips or low back are a little bit tight, best you can here to relax that upper body. Great job here. Breathe, settle, move if it feels good. Static hold in this stretch if that's a better fit. Roll it on up. Send those legs on in. Great job there. Inhale, take those arms up overhead. Exhale, reach them down. Great job. Lift the heart, open the shoulders. Hands will come back to heart center in prayer pose here. Beautiful breath in. Exhale, roll the backs of the hands together and let yourself arch that back as it reaches for the back of the chair. Stretch these fingertips forward. Take them up overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back to the center. Open those hands out. Open the legs. 5 pointed star. Seated variation here. Shoulders away from the ears. Use those back muscles. Palms can be down, forward, or up. Yogi's preference. Inhale, take it up overhead. Exhale, wide-legged. Forward fold here. Good, settle into those hips. Wiggle them back if you need to. Shimmy through the shoulders and spine if that feels good, or just stay here and hold and breathe. If you're working with a block, maybe lowering into this hip stretch just a bit more. Inhale, round and roll it on up. Hands will find the lap here. Leave those legs wide, fingertips down towards the floor. We're gonna wave through the spine again, including a little bit bigger movement and stretch for those hips. Good deep breath in, shoulders back. Dive that heart forward. And roll it on up, restacking nice and slow. 2 more just like that at your own pace. Great job. Hold here to the top, and if you would like, if you're working with the block, you can slide it over to the inside of that right lower leg. We'll again open those arms, 5 pointed star here, tailbone tuck. Great breath in. And we'll exhale, lower the right hand as we lift the left up and over, drop down to that block. Gaze comes down to the floor. Hold here for 1 more breath cycle. Lift it back open, 5 pointed star. And exhale, bigger twist here to the right. Drop that left shoulder once you find it. Great job here. Let the body come to the front. We're gonna go ahead, ease ourselves forward, taking variation on this side. Elbows together, swing side to side. So I'm not nearly as far down into this forward fold as I can because I'm really only connected to the floor at the feet, and I'm allowing the weight of my body to pull my spine forward. And we don't want to pull too far and come out of the chair. So stay a little bit lifted here. It's about moving the spine side to side with a little bit of heaviness from the upper body. Great job here. If you are working with the block, go ahead, bring it over to the right side and carry it over to that left side with you. Roll yourself on up. Open it out. 5 pointed star here. Great job. Good deep breath in. Exhale, lower the left hand. Work to lift this right arm up overhead. It might be a little tighter on this side. You can make adjustments. Gaze comes down to the floor. If those lower legs or sitting muscles are tightening up, fighting against this stretch, just do your best to relax, breathe. 1 more breath cycle here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And inhale, bring it back to the center. Step those legs on in, probably a nice release out of the hips here. If you're working with a block, you can just go ahead, put it right back under the chair. Maybe keep it handy. But we are just about done with the practice. This may be the point where if you have a yoga strap That could come in very handy if you would like to get that out if you didn't at the beginning of the practice. Always good to have stuff handy. All right, lower down here. Inhale, take those arms up overhead. Let's check in with how the spine is feeling. Exhale, forward fold. Ooh, maybe a little more movement. Block is still here if you need it. Inhale, roll it on up. Let those hips slide forward into the chair. Left foot will step, connect into the floor. It's going to give us a little bit of a counter push. Hips are still sliding forward. We'll lift and bring this right leg up and in. If it is uncomfortable to pull from the front, you can grab underneath, or of course you can always use a strap. Fill in space. Straps are great for that. Ankle circles here. Feel those ankles, feel those feet, all those muscles. Work so hard for you all day long. Bring it back to the center. This ball of the foot here, we're gonna go ahead and take a yogi foot here. Press the ball of the foot, almost like pushing the gas on a car. Spread those toes. Curl it up, see if you can scrunch them down, and press. Still supporting the leg with the arms. One more here. Great job. Cross this right leg up and over the left. Sit nice and tall. If it needs time to settle, either through the knee or hip joint, that is okay. You just let it rest and relax here. Everything will open at its own pace. We don't have to force anything here today. Drop the shoulders. Connect back in with your breath, with your thoughts. Finding a little more peace in them, a little more fluid rhythm. Just focus on the breath here. Inhale, smooth and steady. Notice the space at that end of the inhale. Right before you start the exhale, empty that air out, smooth and steady. Noticing the pause at the end of the exhale before the next inhale. And as you breathe here, maybe you start being able to soften forward into this hip. Recognizing that softness in the thoughts, softness in the breath will lead to softening in the body. Take your time here. Right hip should be feeling a little more open by this point. If you would like, you can go ahead and start lifting the left heel, and that's just going to shift that stretch a little bit further back into those deep hip muscles. Skip it if it doesn't feel good. Take two more here. We'll ease it on down, an option there to wiggle those hips side to side, bring the body back. We are going to go ahead here. If you are able to get to the foot or the lower leg or even the high leg for support, extend it out, flex those toes back. If this is uncomfortable in any way, or you just feel like you're really struggling to enjoy the pose, that is where our nice, wonderful strap comes in around the ball of the foot, and just allow that strap to take over some of that space for you. Shoulders drop from the ears. Good. Pressing the ball of the foot forward a little bit if we are working with that strap, so there's not so much cave in. Again, breathe, soften. You can lean yourself back to the chair and work this leg a little bit higher if that's a good fit for you. Nice, generous hold here. Great job. Now, if you are able to reach the lower leg or the foot, you can continue holding there. You're going to take that left hand over to the outside of that right leg. If you're working with the strap, left hand will reach over, finding the strap, and you're going to close distance. So leg is straight, arm starts working straight. We're going to take a good deep breath in and exhale. Let ourselves arch into the back, opening up some of those deep back muscles. Careful with the shoulder here, careful with the neck. Lungs will do the work to help open the back muscles here. Release it on down. Release that right leg. Strap can just stay handy. You can jump back in whenever you need it. Send those hips forward, plant through that right foot. Bring this left leg up. Ankle circles here. We'll take a few in one direction. And then we'll roll it around the other way. To the center. Spread open those toes. Press through the ball of the foot as you do, like you're pressing on the gas. Lift the top of the foot towards the lower leg as you curl those toes in. It doesn't have to be tight. Arch of the foot can get a little crampy there, so back off if needed. Doesn't have to be a lot. One more time here. Take this left leg up and over the right. Bring yourself to sit. Nice and easy. You can kind of work yourself onto those sit bones. If it needs time to settle, allow that. That's okay. Drop the shoulders. You can close the eyes here. Working to further smooth the breath. Doesn't need to be slower. Smooth. Listen to the sound of this breath. Focus on nothing but the breath here. If your body starts allowing you to fold forward, deepening into the stretch, go ahead and find that movement. Deeper pose here. Continue working with the breath. If you would like to deepen in and out of the stretch, lift that right heel. We're not going to lift and rock the upper body. It's just through that right leg, bringing this left leg a little bit closer to the rib cage. We'll take 2 more here. We'll ease that on down, and again, strap or hands if you can reach. We will go ahead and find it. Extending through that left leg, sitting tall, pressing through the heel, trying to lengthen through this left leg. Shoulders relax. Right hand will work to the outside of the leg or the strap, closing as much space as you can, finding length through this right arm. Good breath in. Exhale, lean back. Breathe, let those lungs do the work for you here. On the next exhale, release it on down, strap. If you're working with that, you can go to the back of the chair, to the left, or somewhere out of the way where it won't be a hindrance. Lean yourself on back, drop the shoulders from the ears, fold the hands, slow neck rolls, maybe stretch through those fingers. Any movement here just to help you settle in. But do start settling. And when you kind of find it, take that really long, deep breath in. Hold at the end of the inhale. Exhale, let it go. And then return to breathe at your own pace. Again, just trying to focus on nothing but the breath. If the mind wanders, if the thoughts wander, that is okay. It is to be expected. Correct them and guide them back to the rhythm, sound, temperature of the breath. If you would like to continue with this place of peace and stillness, pause the video and continue to breathe and relax. If you are ready to rejoin everyone else back in the real world, inhale, take yourself on up, plant those feet, drop those shoulders, lift the head tall and proud. Hands connect to the heart. Find a beautiful final deep breath in, cleansing you through, and then exhale, sending it out into the universe. Namaste. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined us for this beautiful practice today. We all start off with so many wonderful things. We have so many wonderful things to offer ourselves and the world, and sometimes it just gets buried under a little bit of stress and tension, and hopefully you feel like you just shook that off a little bit here today. You got your body moving, some beautiful stretches, the body feels a little better, the mind is a little clearer, and the breath is nice and improved. So continue to go forward today, connecting with your body, mind, and breath, and hopefully the relaxation that you feel will carry over and continue throughout your day. And until hopefully you join me back here for the next amazing workout, you'll have this nice feeling of peace and relaxation with you. Easier to join me for the next workout if you are subscribed to the channel. So of course, I'm going to throw in that little shameless plug there. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have, it means the world to me. Thank you so much. I am honored to lead you through today's practice. And thank you so much for joining me for this wonderful yoga flow. Lots more on the way, but you are all done. Go ahead, enjoy your day, and thank you for watching.